Australia's rental growth just hit a 4-year low, but don't celebrate just yet, because landlords still hold the cards. Domain's latest rent report shows rents are still at record highs across every capital city, even as the pace of growth slows. So what's really going on, Q, you might ask? Today we're diving into house rents, unit rents, what's behind the slowdown, and why renters might still be stuck in the pressure cooker. Let's start with houses, because while prices are still climbing, the growth engine is starting to sputter. House rents are now at record highs in every capital city. Sydney, Melbourne, Brisbane, Adelaide, Perth. But here's the shift. That growth is now the slowest in this March quarter this year. Sydney right now hasn't been this slow since 2019. Brisbane and Melbourne, you might ask, since 2021. Adelaide, 2022. Perth, 2020. So basically right now, annual growth is running out of steam, guys.
No, we had a short little dip, didn't we, where they fell slightly. We had the February rate cut that sparked an interest, but the growth has been a little bit slower. But if we see another rate cut in May, which we probably will, this will continue.
It is the lowest in 5 years for Sydney and Perth, and 4 years in Brisbane and Adelaide, and 3 years in Melbourne. But guys, it's not just houses feeling the chill. Units are stalling too. But look guys, unit rents are also sitting at record highs. But in terms of growth guys, it's cracking. Almost every capital city recorded their weakest March quarter in years. Except for Hobart and Darwin, the only two with a bit of heat left. Annual growth is the slowest it's been in 3 years for Sydney, Melbourne and Adelaide. 3.5 years in Brisbane, 2.5 years in Perth. So you might be asking me, hey Q, what's causing this slowdown? 3 words guys, tenants are broke. After years of brutal rent hikes, people are finally hitting their limit. They just can't pay anymore. And that's putting a cap on how far landlords can push. But guys, this is not just affordability. Supply is actually slowly improving. Listings are up, completions are ticking up, and investor lending is quietly rising behind the scenes. However, it's not enough to meet demand, but it's just enough to start loosening the noose. Even vacancy rates are creeping higher. In actual fact, according to the data, the highest March vacancy in years. But let's be real guys, in cities like Adelaide, Hobart and Perth, vacancy is still sitting at just 0.4%. What does that mean guys? It means tight, ruthless, unforgiving. And speaking of landlords, they're not backing off guys. My clients who are landlords and investors, they're not backing off at all. They're regrouping, they're strategizing. Investor lending is running above the decade-long average in almost every state right now. And this isn't just a retreat guys, it's a reconsolidation of power. However, renters on the other hand, they're just adapting to survive. I'm sorry guys who are watching this who are renters. For investors like myself and my clients who are investors, it's a dog-eat-dog world. Right now for renters who are surviving, you guys are doing sharing homes, moving in with family, taking on flatmates. Like you guys are going intergenerational at the moment. I know it's sort of slack for us investors to put that pressure on you guys. And I know for you guys, these aren't lifestyle choices. These are not flexes for you guys. These are just simply survival tactics. But again guys, don't blame the players like the investors over here. Blame the game. So right now for investors who are watching this, you might be asking, Q, are we finally heading toward a turning point? For me personally, maybe. Even Domain's chief economist, Dr. Nicola Powell, admits it's still a landlord's market. But the momentum is shifting. The pace is slowing. Pressure is easing slightly. And renters are finally getting smarter. And all through that, we might be entering a new phase. I'm not saying renters who are watching this is not a relief. It just means stability. But in this market, guys, stability is a moving target. And if you're not adapting faster than the system, you're already behind. So right now, whether you're a renter, a landlord / or an investor, know this right now. If you want to stop reacting and start strategizing, this is what I suggest. No financial advice. Book an independent consult with me. Either a 15-minute strategy call or a 60-minute deep dive strategy call. Let's get your game plan in place based on this data by Domain. I want you guys to start building smart. And if you're a renter that's sick of this information, well, no one's asking you to be a bloody renter. Start being an investor. And just like always, guys, if you love this video, smash the subscribe button, hit the like button, and hit the bell notification for future videos like this. And until next time, I'll see you in that property roast.